Okay, so we are going to talk about mean absolute deviation. And it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Well, not really. It's just that there's only 3 steps to it. But each of those steps can be cumbersome. But it's actually not very difficult. The thing that to understand about mean absolute deviation is that the purpose of it is to see how far away, on average, are the data values away from the center. So the definition, we're going to fill in the blank here, is the average distance of all the numbers in the data set from the mean. So to find this, we're going to have to find the mean, and then to find the distance, we're going to subtract, and then to find the average of that distance, we're going to find the mean again. So let's get started with this example. So you have 10 quiz scores here that are listed, and they are percentages, but they're listed here as just regular numbers. So what we're going to do is we're going to first, they've kindly put them in order from least to greatest for us. So what we're going to do first is we're going to find the mean. So to find the mean, we're going to add all these numbers together. So we're going to add these up, and then after we add them, we're going to divide that answer by 10 because there are 10 quizzes. So go ahead and find the sum of those 10 numbers, and you can pause this video and then come back. So when you add those 10 numbers together, you get 790, and we're going to divide that by 10, and you get 79. So the mean of this data set is 79. So we're going to find the MAD. We're going to see on average how far each of these quiz scores away from 79. So to do that, we are going to use subtraction. So how far away is each number from 79? Well, we're going to subtract to find that. And I'm going to create like a little table. And in that table, I'm going to list the numbers that we have here. So I list all those numbers. And then in the next column, I'm going to subtract each of those numbers from from 79. And I'm always going to subtract it in a way so that my answer is positive. So when I do the first number, I'm going to do 79 minus 55, which is 24. But at the bottom, when I get down to 100, I'm going to do 100 minus 79 because I want my answer to always be positive, which will be 21. So go ahead and you want to write down your paper, give some room to list this out, and then you can come back to this video in a moment. So I've subtracted each number, and these are the differences that I got. I always made them positive by putting 79 or the other number first, whichever I needed to do. So now that I have all the distances, the next thing I need to do is calculate the mean of these distances. So to do that, I'm going to add these 10 numbers up and divide them by 10. So when I added all those numbers up, I got 116. So the sum of those distances is 116. I divided that by 10 and I got 11.6. So what that means is, on average, these numbers are about 11.6 percentage points away from the mean. Now that means some of them are like the min and max, they are way further away from the mean than the other numbers in the center, but on average, this deviates about 11.6 percentage points. And that information, that 11.6, really only means something when we're comparing it usually with a different data set. So we can use this. Now what we can do is we can take this MAD and we can either use that to compare it to a different data set, or we can use it to see are there any outliers. Okay, so now you know the 3 steps to finding the MAD. Thanks.